Most travelers heading to Japan think they know what to pack, until reality hits somewhere between a crowded Tokyo station, a steep Kyoto staircase, or a tiny hotel room where even your suitcase starts questioning its life choices. Japan is one of the most incredible countries in the world, but it isn't a throw everything in the bag and hope for the best destination. It demands strategy, intention, and a little cultural awareness. So before you zip up that suitcase, let me show you the packing secrets that seasoned travelers swear by and the mistakes first-timers always regret. Because packing for Japan isn't about bringing more, it's about bringing smarter. Here's the truth most people learn too late. Japan rewards the traveler who moves lightly. Not lightly as in minimalism for aesthetic reasons, but lightly for survival. The moment you step into a train station like Shinjuku or Osaka Umeda, you'll understand why. Japan moves fast. People flow like a current, and the last thing you want to do is fight that current with a suitcase that weighs as much as a small planet. So the ultimate packing list for Japan starts with a mindset shift. Pack for movement, not for photos. Pack for comfort, not for imaginary Instagram moments. And pack with the understanding that Japan was designed long before rolling suitcases existed. Let's break open the first secret. Clothing in Japan works differently. If you've never seen the size of a typical business hotel room, picture this: a bed, a desk, and just enough space to turn around without bumping into the wall. Because of that, your wardrobe needs to be compact, versatile, and quick to dry. The winning formula many experienced travelers use is simple: 3 tops, 2 bottoms, 1 jacket. Not because it's trendy, but because it works in almost any season. Japan's weather can shift quickly between warm afternoons and chilly evenings, and layers will serve you better than bulky outfits. Choose breathable fabrics, neutral colors, and pieces you can mix effortlessly. And here's the real secret. Japan's local brands, Uniqlo, Ju, Muji, sell clothing designed specifically for the country's climate. Heat tech for winter, AI-rism for summer. Many travelers intentionally pack less just so they can stock up once they arrive. Now let's talk about money, a topic many travelers misunderstand. Japan is modern, but not uniformly modern. Some places embrace digital payments with open arms. Others cling to cash like it's still 1995. The golden rule is simple: carry a small cushion of cash, usually around 15 to 20,000 yen, and let cards handle the rest. Convenience stores, train stations, restaurants, and even vending machines increasingly accept IC cards and contactless payments. But temples, older shops, rural buses, and family-owned eateries? Cash only. And if you're thinking of exchanging money at the airport, don't. You'll lose value instantly. Japan's ATMs, especially at 7-Eleven, Lawson, or Japan Post, give far better rates. Withdraw in Japan, carry modestly, and don't forget to bring a coin purse. In Japan, coins matter more than you expect. Technology is another area where travelers misjudge the essentials. Japan uses Type A plugs, just like the United States, but the voltage is slightly lower. Most modern electronics adapt automatically, but older hair tools might not survive the difference. Bring a universal adapter, one dependable USB-C cable, and a power bank under airline limits. And here's a tip most tourists never hear. Japan has a nationwide portable battery rental system called ChargeSpot. It lets you pick up a charger in Tokyo and return it in Kyoto. Cheap, fast, everywhere. Why carry 2 heavy power banks when the entire country works like one giant charging network? Connectivity might be the most underrated travel essential of all. Japan's free Wi-Fi has improved, but it's still unreliable the moment you step outside airports or major stations. The smart move is to install an eSIM before your flight or buy a physical SIM once you arrive. Reliable internet isn't just for social media, it's for train transfers, translations, food ordering, and navigating cities where English signs are helpful but not universal. And don't forget the digital gate to Japan. Visit Japan Web. Complete it before you fly and you'll glide through immigration while others are stuck in line filling out forms they could have done at home. If all of this sounds like Japan demands effort, it does, but that effort pays you back 100 times over. But packing for Japan isn't only about clothes, cash, and cables. The real mastery comes from understanding how Japan moves, breathes, and expects you to navigate its rhythm. And nowhere is that more obvious than in how travelers handle weather. Japan doesn't just have seasons, it has personalities. Spring looks gentle on postcards, but temperatures swing wildly between warm afternoons and cool evenings, meaning layers are your best friend. Summer, on the other hand, is a full endurance trial. If you've never walked through Osaka in July, imagine being wrapped in warm fog while the sun sticks to your skin. That's why quick-dry fabrics, portable fans, and lightweight clothing aren't optional. They're survival tools. Autumn brings crisp nights and golden leaves, but it also brings typhoons, so a foldable raincoat is smarter than an umbrella. Winter depends entirely on where you go. Tokyo stays mild, while Hokkaido becomes a snow kingdom. The key is flexibility, not bulk. Layers pack smaller, dry faster, and let you adjust as you move from trains to temples to quiet residential streets. Then comes the category nobody thinks about until it's too late: hygiene essentials. Japan is famously clean, but clean doesn't always mean fully stocked. Many public restrooms, especially in rural areas or older districts, don't offer soap or hand dryers. That's why every local carries a small hand towel and sanitizer. Follow their lead and your trip becomes smoother instantly. A packet of tissues might seem insignificant, but you'll use it constantly at shrines, markets, rest stops, and occasionally in bathrooms that simply ran out of supplies. And while we're talking comfort, remember that Japan's rules about medicine can surprise travelers. Some over-the-counter items that feel normal back home aren't allowed through customs. Rather than risk losing something at the airport, pack only essentials or buy what you need once you arrive. Pharmacies like Matsumoto Kiyoshi are everywhere, and staff are used to helping foreigners. Now let's talk footwear, because your shoes will determine whether your days feel magical or miserable. Expect to walk 15 to 20,000 steps daily. Japan's best moments often hide down narrow lanes, behind old wooden gates, or across long temple paths. One pair of broken-in, breathable sneakers usually beats 2 or 3 heavy alternatives. And since many places require removing your shoes, temples, traditional inns, some restaurants, choose something that slips on and off without a struggle. The less you fiddle at doorways, the more effortlessly you blend in. Your camera gear deserves similar thought. Japan is visually overwhelming in the best possible way, but heavy camera bags will slow you down. If you're a serious photographer, one versatile lens covers almost everything. If not, modern smartphones will capture 90% of what you'd want anyway. The goal isn't to carry your equipment, it's to actually enjoy what you're photographing. The final secret on this ultimate packing list isn't an item at all, it's preparation. Japan rewards travelers who plan ahead. Hotels fill up quickly, especially during cherry blossom season and national holidays. Booking 2 or 3 months in advance isn't overly cautious, it's normal. And if you're moving between cities, remember that large suitcases require reserved seating on some bullet trains. Many travelers avoid the hassle entirely by using luggage forwarding services. Imagine handing your suitcase to your hotel in Tokyo and having it reappear the next day in Kyoto. That freedom transforms your travel experience. But planning goes beyond logistics. Before transferring cities, check the terrain around your next train station. Some areas have steep stairs or crowded walkways that test your patience when you're carrying too much. A few minutes of research saves an hour of frustration, and when everything flows, the trains, the timing, the transitions, you start to feel something remarkable. You feel aligned with Japan's quiet efficiency. Because in the end, packing for Japan is about carrying only what supports the journey. The lighter you move, the more space you create for experience, curiosity, and those unplanned moments that stay with you long after the trip ends. Maybe it's the sound of a shrine bell at dusk in Kyoto. Maybe it's wandering through a lantern-lit street in Kanazawa with nothing but a bottle of water and your sense of wonder. Maybe it's realizing that the real weight you shed wasn't in your suitcase, but in your expectations. If these Japan travel secrets helped you rethink how to pack for your trip, make sure you like this video, subscribe for more Insider Japan guides, and share it with a friend who still believes packing 5 pairs of shoes is a good idea. If U-Trip card is available in your country, it's a great option for Japan. You can withdraw cash fee-free from 7-Eleven ATMs with exchange rates close to interbank rates. If you want to save money and travel hassle-free, check the link in the description and sign up for U-Trip. It's free. Your adventure starts lighter, smarter, and far more magical than you think.